We aim for a good one today. Hence the title. And to all those that was what the hell was that? And to all those that was paid to keep this so-called secret. Or we could say dirty dealing. Monitoring spirit. Hold on, we put on this fly thing. And I squatted that bitch ages ago, so how you just come back to life now, I do not know. But anyway, hopefully you're flying to that. At some point, you always do. You always do, boo-boo. You always do, boo-boo. You always do, boo-boo. Let's expose those thieving family members. Let's expose those thieving family members and their little cronies in the community. At least now it makes sense how some of these people all of a sudden, ooh, they got a car, ooh, they have a new property. Yeah, these people are fine. Okay. So some of these people wanna believe as though you're unaware of who they are. You see what they're doing is they're all sat around stalking your platforms, waiting for you to call their names. Say my name, say my name. You're acting kind of shady. I will never call you by your name. Cause it's thief. And those of you that know Divine Collector, because they all know what they did. The only person that doesn't know is the only person that they thought wasn't unaware was you. This is why they didn't want you to wake up to your gifts. And this is also why they are fighting amongst themselves. Now that you're winning, they want to know you. Oh, so no longer are you all the defamatory things that they called you, when they're the same people that have the same characteristics. Evidence is crucial, though, especially the ones that are known to be home wreckers, especially the ones that have a history of doing that. Not just to people they're related to, even their own friends, people in their community. You see, it's funny how you can't swap out your own history with someone else's mind. So if one of you don't have a history of doing these salacious acts, but the other one does, how are you going to swap with that? Make it make sense. Is what you really need to ask yourself. How are you going to swap with that? Make it make sense, collective. This is why I'm laughing. Listen, I'll be out here every day. Every day. Expose these karmic thieves, spirit, please and thank you. Collective energy. Yeah, they knew you was born for greatness. Yeah, some of these people, i.e. relatives, was paying other people to sabotage you. I'm quite sure that the karma they're experiencing and they're still trying to act as, oh, everything's all right, my life is great. That old chestnut. Yeah, all their illusions are destroyed. Yeah, you got a karmic aunt out here who is responsible for sacrificing a grandmother, and I wouldn't be surprised if they was also played a part in sacrificing other family members. We should really call them collective. We should call them the life insurance policy murder crew. Aye, that would be hilarious. The life insurance policy murder crew. Yeah, we knew they was out here doing death magic. Yeah, for a lot of us collective, we are protected by the sword of Archangel Michael, and it's so funny because these are the same people that like to say, "Oh, this person's doing that, and that person sold their soul, and that person's doing their." Make it make sense, because first of all, don't you think about it? If he was really, if the collective sold their soul, rightfully so, yeah. If they sold their soul, make it make sense, yeah. Where's our immaterial goods? Where's our immaterial goods? Where's our flock of fly monkeys? Make it make sense. It's only when you say that to people with no common sense, that's what they like to target. They like to target people that are on the same wavelength as them, that cannot have the brain capacity or even comprehend to ask the right questions. So it's literally like they prey on the people that are in a lower frequency, and I'll tell you why. Because we all know words are spells. So when they're trying to spill their spew, they're actually putting some type of illusion magic over you. So if you're already in a low frequency, whether I don't know, life's hard, because life's hard for everybody. Do you understand? Or whether you carry some type of hidden animosity, hidden hatred, whatever the case may be, envy, lust, greed, gluttony, sloth, whatever it's one, whichever one it is, yeah. Basically, you're more susceptible to their nefarious agenda, basically. But they do it in a way where they're basically brainwashing you, but they do it in a way where they make you think that is your own thought process or it's your own feeling. And it's not. It's what they're projecting into your environment to make you believe, see, that is you. I'm going to get this fly. And the thing about it is, I got nets on my window, and these things only pop out. That's all right, because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my what's me call it on the table. Hold on a sec, guys. Hold on. Voila. I know this might be a bit awkward, but I got to do this. But I want these nasty ass things touching me. Let it drop. Actually, I'll put it there. Because you know, at some point it will fly into it, I guarantee you. What I'll do is literally that thing came out of nowhere. That thing came out of nowhere. And this is mad. And this is how you know it was monitoring spirits, yeah? And the thing about it, the same thing I said already, someone else said, yeah? You see normal flies, yeah? They just fly erratically in it. They just fly like here, there, and everywhere. You know when it's a monitoring spirit? Because the minute you go to get something, these bitches hide. Yet the minute you sit down, they're all up in your face. Tell me that's not a monitoring spirit. Sent out by these demonic karmic family members under covenant affiliation. So yeah, they're just mad because you're still doing you. Yeah, because you was picked for greatness and they wasn't. You got foreign figure on the bottom, who's a Mason. But some of you could be your actual father, so that's some secret you're probably finding out about your family members that you wasn't aware of. For some of you, it's a step parent, it could be a foster parent, or even an adoptive parent. It may not be exactly the same for everybody. Do you understand? But the actions are the same. The agenda is the same. Just the title of the individual may differ. Yeah. You got siblings, half whether it's half siblings or full siblings, that betrayed you out of envy and jealousy. For some of you, these are the ones that was a part of this stealing your inheritance, working with karmic exes, whether that be exes or baby fathers, Aries, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Gemini, Leo. The way evil flying. We got some somebody may like to wear pink or could have the name Pinky. Initials JSAMLBRDCMLDSDDLRIVACMAE, again, and L. Yeah, some of you have passed over grandparents. Some of you could be one, some of you could be both. They were sacrificed, by the way. It was a natural passing, they were sacrificed. Yeah. Look at that. Family secrets exposed. They're just mad because they hate the light that you have within you. But they could have it too, but they choose not to. You know, you get some people that don't want to accept what they have or even to do better or change what they have. They just want to bad mind, evil like everybody else, and plot and plan and work together to steal it from other people. Yeah, some of your siblings are, it could be a sibling, some of you, it could be relatives, could be an auntie, it could be a parental figure, could be a cousin, that are glorified homewreckers. They're proud of it too, man. Do you know what they're proud of? They're proud of the fact that you didn't know. But for most of you collective, would you even care? Do you understand me? If they want the sloppy seconds, go ahead. But what I think is very vile and very, how can I say, uncouth is the ones that try and destroy your relationships while you're actually in it. So I know some of you can go back in your memories. I know a lot of you are probably cut off certain family members because of it. But they was all aware of it. It's literally like I call it generational bloodline curse. And the reason why I say this is because there's always that one in it. Because say, for instance, you're growing up, yeah? Why is it that you're seeing the same pattern of things playing out when you was a child with your elders, and now you're an older, and these same family members that you grew up around have now taken on those roles? So say, for instance, if some of you had I don't know, an auntie that was jealous of their sibling. It's funny enough that they all carry the same characteristics. They all have the same traits. And then lo and behold, that'll be the one auntie that, say, for instance, your parent will say, oh, they try to sleep with my husband, or they're always trying to sleep with my boyfriends. They do it to anybody and everybody. Nobody's off limits. And then you get older and it'll pass down a bloodline. So it'll either be one of your siblings or your own cousins that'll be doing the same shit to you. And they get off on the fact of they think it's behind your back. For some of you, this like with your baby fathers too. Yeah, but baby father would never admit it. I just feel it's the embarrassment of the fact of the state of these individuals. You see, black magic can only go so far. But they did it because they wanted your energy. So if they want your energy, think about it. They have no energy of their own. They don't have no shine. They're more interested in trying to one-up someone else and steal someone else's shine instead of focusing on their own root causes. And that's actually quite sad. It's quite sad and it's quite pitiful. But I have no sympathy for people like that. Because we've all had some type of trials and tribulations in some way, shape, or form. We've all had some traumas in some way, shape, or form. but that doesn't excuse or validate the actions you took. Some people have been doing it their whole life. They get off on people that they've done it to that are not aware of that this is what they've done to them. And so many people, you're still around these people. You're still around these people, and you'll notice because they only act all nice or interested when they either need a favor or they ain't got nothing. 9 times out of 10 is like they've been swapping out their karma, their bad karma with your good energy. So think about it. Think to yourself, these people never phone up to check on you, and then all of a sudden out of the blue, they're in some type of dire straight need. And 9 times out of 10, you're not going to think to yourself, oh, they're going through karma and they want to alleviate their karma and get a bit more good energy because there's no one else around them to get this good energy from. Or maybe your energy supply is royalty, basically. So when you start looking at it from that aspect and they see that everything's going good in your life, but yet though, where was they when you were struggling to get to that place? Think of it that way. But yet, as soon as you're at that place where everything's good for you or you're happy within yourself, out these people pop one by one. Funny that, isn't it? Or like, for instance, you open up your timeline and they'll pop up as, what's it called again? People you may know. Collective. We don't know these people. We don't know these people. It is what it is. So I don't mind if someone allows me to live rent free in their mind. It is what it is. But yeah, they know they stole. Look at that. Stolen identity, stolen inheritance, stole from an angel on earth. Let's just say that. So everyone who lied in court, hear the sirens? Confirmation is what you need. Confirmation. Yeah, everyone who lied in court, collective, they're facing prison time. They know it too. So just keep watching their moon cycle rituals backfire on these people. Somebody really wants to reach out, but they can't. And I'll tell you why they can't. Because they know you know. They know you know, and they know you know. Oh, they know you know. Oh. Yeah. You got quite a few third parties out there. So let me just say this. Even if it's like a ex-partner or ex-baby that's moved on to someone else in a whole new relationship, whoever that new person is, they're jealous of you. They're stalking you too. Make it make sense. But mind you, these are people that's out there trying to imply that you're stalking them, you're harassing them. You ain't doing shit. So let me just say this. All the evidence that they fabricated, yeah, to try and get you in front of the court system, even get you locked up for crimes they committed, yeah. I think this is the season of vindication, collective. Yeah, confirmation again. It doesn't have to be, this could be to someone as a father figure or may have been like a parental figure, step parent, actual parent, foster parent, adoptive parent, or just a parent that took you under the wing if you was an abandoned child. They're a Mason. Yeah, they hate your glow up. And you've also got these little leaders of these, or they're not going to call them because they're not that. Just call them the head of the karmic gang. Yeah. They're sick from their own black magic. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Please. What else about these karmic thieving family members? Yeah, they paid. Listen, they just paid anyone anyone and everyone to stalk you, harass you, get information on you. Okay, they're all caught up in their own scam that I was hoping to try and set you up with. Imagine that, eh? They're caught up in the same scam that they tried to set you up for. Which is why, for those of you that whether you was forced into isolation or guided into isolation, or you chose that for yourself, yeah, you did the right thing. You did the right thing. Okay, these people was going to whoever they believed or assumed you're communicating with. So that's what I'm saying. They stalk every part of your life, from hacking your phones, listening to your conversations, cloning your phone, watching anybody that you're corresponding with, to see if they can bribe them, either get information or try and set you up or plant something on you to stitch you up for crimes they committed. So those that committed forgery, yeah, you're going down. Those that lied and made out like, oh, this person said I could have this, or this person gave me consent, you're lying. Now, why would we do that? Make it make sense. So whatever fake documents you drawed up, or whoever you got to bear false witness, yeah, you got to sit with that. Yeah, these people are blocked from your energy. That's why they're frantic. And you're going to notice, because then all of a sudden you've gone from being non-existent to, how can I say, you're getting these random individuals that you don't know, from a can of paint to a hole in a wall, trying to friend request you. And then all of a sudden, it's like, it's not even, oh, hello, how are you? It's a straight love bombing. Make it make sense. Like, these people are that arrogant and that's so far at their own ass, either that or they're absolutely delusional, that they believe that shit would work. Maybe it worked on other people that they targeted, but what worked for one is not going to work for the other. Make it make sense. Yeah, there's a karmic couple that's under severe judgment. I see Leo, Taurus, Pisces, Aries, Virgo, Libra, Sagittarius. Yeah. Some of you was put as like a sacrifice for hire. Yeah, these people are just watching you in a new beginning. Yeah. For some of you that experienced that in your childhood, yeah, that's been swept under the rug. Some of you that was also a family member, so trigger warning, some of you was, how can I say this? You was trafficked by the same adult figures that were supposed to protect you. Do you understand? Yeah. Embrace the new beginnings, collective. They're mad because you ain't letting your guard down for none of these fools. Pitiful. And it's all because they're in this competition. It's one-side competition that, oh, they want to be better than you. Oh, I'm better than them. But you're not out here selling your soul. You're selling your energy. You're, how can I say? You're creating offspring for financial gain. You're selling your coochie, you're selling your pee-pee, but you got the audacity to be speaking on the collective. Make it make sense. Yeah, they're mad because they cannot infiltrate your spiritual protection. So those of you that's trying to, I'll tell you what they've been doing. Either they've been trying to do it, or they've been trying to get other people to do it, or they've been trying to pay other people to do it, to astral project into your etheric field, or even your dream state, to be intimate with you, which is spiritual RAPE, by the way. Yeah, they're desperate. So many people look like monsters. There's no amount of makeup that can cover that demonic face. I said it once and I say it again. These people are looking like what they've been doing. For some of you people may be claiming that certain children are yours, that they're looking after, and they're not. 100% not yours. 100% not yours. That's also a crime. So if you've been getting any kind of benefits, yeah, you're gonna be caught. Yeah, some of your own karmic relatives are responsible for quite a few deaths in the family. Quite a few. Yeah, these people are covert malignant narcissists that are exposed and going to jail. Whether that's spiritual jail, physical jail, or both. Yeah. These are people that are just walking parasitic STDs. Yeah. Somebody, I'm not sure, excuse me. These people, yeah, we know they're copying spiritual, but copying everything you do. Yes, so someone's mad that this is coming out or we're speaking about it. Yeah, they're embarrassed and humiliated. Only because they're exposed. Because other than them being exposed collective, I guarantee you these people was laughing, they were celebrating. Some of these people were so two-faced. They was deliberately coming to like wherever you were or trying to have some type of interaction with you just so that they can go back to their little coven and have a good old laugh about it. Remember what the divine says in it? Who laughs first, laughs last. You understand? What goes up must come down. Yeah. Some of you, they did a recent full moon ritual that backfired. And it's funny because when these things backfire, instead of them taking accountability, these people, that's what I'm saying, these people are so delusional. I don't know if it's the drugs they're taking, the pharmaceutical tablets they're taking, the alcohol they're taking, or is it because they've been engaging in like the sex ritual with their little compadres, so they got too many different body fluids in their system. It's messing with their brain. Yeah. We know they're actually trying to sabotage our social media. They've been doing that. And that's the karmic third party, by the way. Some of these people, I even go as far as to say is they're actually quite prejudiced, in all honesty. After the tech like it is. Literally borderline racist. Colorist as well. Yeah, some of you got karmic siblings that are going to jail. And it's too late, karmics now, it's too late. But you really did try to kill us. Don't worry about me. I just love having a sense of humor. Right, where did that go? Yeah, the communities. Oh, do you know what, collective? Let me just say this. See, one or two things is what I'm seeing, yeah. The community was either brainwashed or they was fully in on it. And it was paid to keep quiet. Or on the flip side, these individuals sharing the same surname as you for some of you. Been sabotaging your name, maligning your character, slandering your reputation for a long time. You might have noticed sometimes, like when you go around certain areas, if you was to go around certain people, they would act funny towards you. Some people flat out cut you off, but never said why. I'm telling you why. This is why. This is why. Yeah, some of you got a lot of people from your past that betrayed you for money. Some of these people you was quite close to as well, collective. The fact is you kind of sense something was off with their behavior. but it's because of your pure heart and pure intentions. You wouldn't ever want to think that loads of someone that would actually do that, but their actions speak louder than what they're not saying. That makes any sense? And the fact that their conscience was biting them for why they had to just ghost you or give you the cold shoulder or make silly reason to argue with you over pettiness. Do you understand? Literally, like growing up around people that know your traumas, know what you went through, yeah. Yet though they was paid to keep re-traumatizing you and keep triggering those traumas that for some of you may have found hard to heal from. And this is why you was around the wrong people. These people didn't want you to heal. They wanted you to stay in that vicious cycle, yeah, of anger and resentment. You'd have every right to, because some of the things these people have done is unthinkable, unspeakable things they did to you. Disgusting. They know it too. This is why they're stalking you so hard. It's like, imagine they want you to feel embarrassed and ashamed about the things they did to you. I say it again. They want you to feel embarrassed and ashamed about the things they did to you, the crimes they committed against you from you as a young child. So, of course, a lot of you probably did have anger problems. Do you understand? You probably had problems with like expressing your emotions. Now, think to yourself, if you were such good parents, wouldn't they regulate your emotions? Would they support your needs? Or wouldn't, if they couldn't support your needs, wouldn't they put you in the right direction or make the right phone calls? No. They would just add on top of that and discard it. So they know what he was doing. For those of you that remembered and you finally gained the courage to speak about your experiences and to speak your truth, only a narcissist will shut you down. So somebody was born into a family of narcissists. You was the only, I would say, guiding light. So it was easy to make you out to be the scapegoat, whilst they siphon from you. Do you understand? Pitting you up against other family members or siblings. Making you the scapegoat for everything that goes wrong. You might not have nothing to do with it. You might not even be in the vicinity. Do you understand? But it's easier to blame one than to take accountability. And that's quite sad, actually. I think a lot of you must kind of agree that you've seen this a lot as well. People don't make decisions based on who's right or who's wrong. They base their decisions on who they're closest to. Make it make sense. So not only are you sitting in willful ignorance, you're allowing yourself to basically tell the divine in a nutshell, yeah, I'd rather side with the perpetrator. Thinking you're doing a good thing because you're backing your padre. No, boo-boo. All you're doing is being complicit in whatever they've done. And they may not even have told you all the shit they've done. They might have just told you like the surface level. Because I guarantee you, if they told you the full extent of everything that they've actually done, you would probably be disgusted and you'd run a mile. Do you understand? This is like how these people manage to evade karmic judgment. It's the same with the government and the system, innit? You have to hide things, but in plain sight. It's up to you to read between the lines. So think back to even things like movies you've watched. And then all of a sudden, years later or even decades later, the same things you was watching, you're actually seeing it play out in society. Make it make sense. So they've been knowing. They've been knowing. And some of the people are as old as shit. Yeah. So be mindful of a lot of people. A lot of these people are going to try and want to be your friend and want to be in your life. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. No interest. Especially those who chose not to speak up. But then you thought you could target one person and bully them into submission. How's that working for you? So if you have children, you got to think to yourself, what are you teaching your child? Because behavior's learnt, man. See, if you grow up and you see this kind of behavior going on, you're going to deem it as, oh, it's normal. So it's literally like they wanted you to normalize abuse. They wanted you to normalize incest. They wanted you to normalize trauma. Make it make sense. That's not normal. And it does. It kind of like stunts your growth in the sense of you don't know up from down because all you know is what you was taught or what you was shown. Do you understand? So it's like they deliberately make you build up a false belief system to destroy your adulthood, basically. And for some of people, it did work because whether or not it was spelled why these people done this, it's just like what we're seeing on the news now, where all these people have been found hung, and they're saying, "Oh, it's not suspicious." Make it make sense. But yet, though, I've observed things growing up over the years that I know these people would not have done that. They was not in that type of mind frame. Do you understand? But that's what the authorities are saying, or that's what they're documenting it as. You understand? And I never believed it. I kid you not. Certain times I just said, something don't sit right. And it's always the people that you notice may have struggled with certain things, but they did not submit to everybody else's agenda. Or they wouldn't submit to their little club, so to speak. Yeah, but there's only a matter of time before the community found out the actual truth. Regardless if they was complicit, regardless of how much they knew from what they was paid to keep silence about, once you know the full extent and how you're complicit in it, regardless of if you did any actions, the fact that you cover things up, you took payment, all of that kind of shit, you've held certain things, yeah, of course. That's called backlash. It's literally like these people set it up in a way where they didn't want to take any accountability or take the full brunt of any karma for shit they did, that they initiated, that they did willingly. Do you understand me? They planned, they plotted, they planned, they executed it, and then they celebrated shit that they got from it. Tell me I'm wrong. No, you can't, can you? And then the ones that got to a certain age, yeah, they was all set up one by one. Oh, see it there? I'm not the only one that's speaking on this either. They're stuck and bound to what they did. And this is why I say collective. I don't know why I'm being glad to keep saying this, because I don't think some people actually fully understand. Be mindful who you help. It's literally like people are weaponizing your good nature or your empathy or your love for an individual. They're weaponizing these characteristics against you. Do you understand? Because they're seeing it as whatever they ask, whatever they tell you, should never question it. These are literally like, you may as well call them like professional manipulators. Professional demonic manipulators. Do you understand? And then the minute your back's turned, you've just gone right back to the most hated. But whilst you're in their environment for whatever they need you for, whatever they want to project onto you, by you helping them, that's like you saying, oh, I agree to share whatever karma or backlash they're going to get for these nefarious actions. They just ain't going to tell you that. But yet, when shit starts going wrong in your life, and if these people do respond to you, if you do tell them, they're gonna act all like shocked and oblivious and what can I do to, but I guarantee you, they ain't gonna help you. And if you do ask for any kind of assistance, they either make up excuses or not even answer your calls. How about that? All of a sudden they disappeared. Do you understand? Because they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing is they're pushing off all their karmic judgment onto you, and because you help them without doing any fact checking, do you understand me? Or weighing up the odds, you became complacent. And I kind of get it, because you got to think to yourself, people are supposed to be honest, but you shit. Look at the state of the planet. Make it make sense. The same things we're watching in certain shows or movies, yeah. That is what people do in real life. As far as where else do they get the ideas from? You wouldn't think that, would you? But it is. So let me see. I rebuke you. I know what you're trying. That shit doesn't work over here, boo. You have no power over here or authority. Sorry. Trying to send me psychic attacks. Are you stupid? Return to sender. Return to sender. Spirit, please reveal to the collective who these thieving family members are, whether it's family members, government figures, people in the neighborhood, strangers, whoever the case may be. Expose these people, please and thank you. Expose them and all they've been doing. Please and thank you. Yeah. So they want to take your strength. So shit. Look at that. The King of Wands could be you. You don't have to be a male. You could still be a female in a King of Wands energy. So some of you may be like you're in your bag mode kind of thing. I mean, if you've reached this level from all that you've had to endure and overcome, and the fact that you didn't bend to these people's demonic will, speaks volumes. But this is what these people want to do. They were trying to take your strength, whether that be mental strength or physical strength. And do you know what I'm saying? You know, like, how can I say? It's like being in a household where there's like a favorited child and there's a child that always gets blamed for everything. So one child is constantly put down while the other child, doesn't matter what they do, they're always praised. Do you understand me? Anything they do gets brushed under the carpet. If it's not seen, guess what? And it comes out, you'll get the blame for it. And it's like they all work together to, how can I say, spread the same false narrative. Or they want to jump into like, oh, you're no good, you're worthless, this is what you deserve. Even, do you know, you see the parents that do shit like this, say things like, oh, I never wanted you, I wish I never had you, I should have drowned you at birth. Do you know how sick you got to be to say something like that to your own child? That's like you blaming a child that you brought onto this planet for shit you experienced. That's got nothing to do with that child. But some of you, it could just be the father of you. It could just be because of who your father is. Again, that's got nothing to do with you, because that parent chose to lay down with that person. That parent chose to, whether it be open her legs or jump on top. However, it's where it goes around. Do you understand me? So I find that quite baffling why parents do this. Or like some parents, yeah, where they say, oh, I didn't ask for this child. You wanted a child, so I had the child. And then if one of the parents don't stay, the other parent doesn't want that child no more. Make it make sense. Like, I find that really bizarre. Because the fact that you're able to bring life, that's a blessing. Think about the amount of people that can't bring life. What they would do, what they would give up, what they would chop off to be able to bring life. And then there's people out there bringing life willy nilly. Do you understand? And then not even so much taking care of the response, but not even showing that child love or discarding the child because the relationship fell apart. Make it make sense. How is that the child's fault? You see, when you get people that want to have kids thinking, oh, it's going to trap somebody or keep somebody, that doesn't work. And it's mad that you keep seeing these things playing time and time again with the same outcome. I don't understand how people keep doing the same, following the same patterns, but expect a better outcome. So you end up with multiple children with multiple different fathers, and none of them's there. That's not the child's fault. That's your fault. So clearly your mind wasn't in the right place. Your mind was in the wrong place, clearly, because you didn't do your homework properly. You understand? You just rushed into everything. You thought, yeah, that's the way. Do you understand me? Or you thought you had some type of gold card between your legs or gold card in your pants, whichever which way it goes. But yeah, these people trying to make you weak or make you seem as weak. Or they want you to see your own strength, your inner strength. Because there's a line on this card as well, isn't it? Or you get some people that kind of like manipulate in a way where they berate you, make you feel as though you're not capable of doing this. I got to do this for you. I've got to dictate how you do things and when you do things and what you do and how you do it and when you do it and with who you do it with. Make it make sense. But at the same time, these are the same kind of people, yeah, that growing up, they never even nurtured you or supported you in the right way for you to even have a balanced adulthood. You got to pay for that shit. Do you understand me? Make it make sense. You got some people out here, let me just say this, that maybe because of what they went through, that's not an excuse to be in your adulthood and be a deviant. Do you understand me? Or that's not an excuse to then say, oh, because this happened to me in my childhood and I choose not to heal and I get easily jealous and envious of other people, I'm just going to then target anybody that I deem or I'm jealous of. Make it make sense. Whether it's someone you know or it could even be a total stranger for these people, they don't care. Do you understand? That's just their way of deflecting and taking accountability for who they truly are. Do you understand what they're trying to suppress by like projecting onto someone else? Five of Swords. Again, deceit, hidden agendas. They didn't want you to get privy to what he was doing, how unfair they've been, what kind of agenda they had towards you. But they really thought they was playing a good game because they never thought for a minute. They thought you were so stupid and so gullible you never figure it out. Now imagine, you could have been going to these people, telling them what's happened and what you're experiencing, not realizing they was the orchestrators of it. Listen, that is a blow to the gut collective, I'm telling you. Dude, I'm not going to get him yet because he's doing it again. I haven't even moved. And it's like, it wants me to know that, yeah, I'm still here kind of thing. Never any other time, man. But the minute I want to pull some cards or do anything constructive, this bitch is popping out. From where, I have no idea. Because I have nets, like I said, oh my goodness. So how the hell did it get in there? Yeah. So they didn't want you to have the strength to illuminate all that was being done in the darkness. Or even the darkness that they perpetrated on you. For some of you, you wasn't supposed to make it, I'll be honest with you. You wasn't supposed to make it. So whoever's there saying about, oh, it always worked on everybody else, it never took this long. Really? We're in a different evolution. to back then. Do you understand me? And this is what I collected for some of you. When you come to this realization, you're actually grateful for the tough upbringing you have, because I guarantee you, yeah, had you been in like today's society, oh no, 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 no. You'd have been gone a long time ago. Do you understand? So you've been resilient. You've overcome more things in your childhood than most people have in their adulthood. Do you understand? You may not look like it, but you have. Three of Pentacles as well. Yeah. They're mad because they see you gaining success. You're exposed to some type of deceit and hidden agendas, and you're gaining notoriety, you're gaining success. You're standing on your own. You're standing in your own. You stand on who you are. And the fact that you're not backing down, I think that's really what's pissing them off. So they tried everything they can. They tried to humiliate you. They tried to drum up fake images. They tried to spread false, malicious lies on you. They tried like making fake accounts. They tried everything. Because they knew if that was done to them, ooh, they would never have made it. They would have gave up a long time ago, even that as well. So whoever's hacked my device, I don't know why you were doing that for. So what they're doing is they mess with my phone now, innit? So they mess with my phone now. I don't care. I ain't gonna stop. Yeah, they're just mad because for everything that they've done, you still balance it all out. Do you understand me? Whether you had to go from being unbalanced to balance, or with everything they've been throwing at you, you just transmuted that shit and kept your balance. That's what's really pissing off, because they know these people need to lean on other people. These people are, listen, they are the personification of codependency. But to the public, they wanna have this title like, yeah, there's some like they're a leader, they're a visionary. Stop lying. The hell they're not. Do you understand? They will never have a Ace of Cups with you, or anybody else for that matter. They will never have any type of good fortune with anybody that's high vibration. Look at this, Queen of Swords in the reverse. So this is a liar. This is a pathological liar. It's literally like lying is their job description. I can imagine this person probably acts all like innocent, like a damsel in distress. This is what you call like a perpetual victim. Do you understand? It's like why am I getting someone that wears many faces? But once they're around their little clique, the real them is out there because they're all the same. Do you understand? But when it's in front of anybody else in the community or society, wherever it may, wherever case it may be, that's when the act comes out. Do you understand? The mask comes down. Oh, they got to play this role very, very well. So this person is probably someone that is doing jealous of you, trying to be you, but at the same time trying to tear you down from behind the scenes. This is someone that's like always a perpetual victim. But what they're not telling people, they're only a victim of shit they created for themselves. But they're never to blame. It's always somebody else. Do you understand me? It's like this is someone that will just make up lies for why they're experiencing a backlash or bad karma or any kind of misfortune. When the real fact is judgment. Do you understand? But this time you took it too far. Yeah, see it there? So, whatever information is about whoever this person is, for some of you know exactly who this person is. Yeah. They've been trying to delay something, keep it hidden, keep it from you, whatever the case may be. But it's gotten to a point where either they've done something criminal and they can't cover their ass, or like I said in it, they wasn't as clever as they thought they was. They didn't cover their tracks as well as they thought they did. Or I mean, watching me, watching you. So while she was busy watching or stalking someone else, you left yourself open. However form that comes in, whether that be phone calls, text messages, group chats, evidence of you being seen at the place of the crime, whatever it is, you're nailed to the wall. You're nailed to the wall. You ain't getting out of this one. You ain't getting out of this one. Whatever this is coming in fast. No more delays. You've delayed it for long enough. All the little dirty tactics. And if you've been illegally, fraudulently receiving funds, I'm actually seeing it's like, what can I say? There's like a list of criminal offenses, not just one. There's multiple. There's multiple. Like I'm going to people are going to try and play. What's that card again? Where it's like they try and act as though like they're insane. No, you're not. So when you think about the way you strategize or put these plans in place, even the fact of how far you went, how long you've been doing this for. Do you understand? These people seem to think that, with what's going on in the world now, let a bit of time pass and people will forget about your wrongdoings. Oh, no. Our ancestor was tallying that shit up. Do you understand? Whereas these people just sit and gossip about or sit and slander other people. So it's like you made it your mission to turn individuals against the same person you was targeting just because you couldn't be them or just because you wasn't gifted with what they was gifted with. But you chose to use your gifts negligently. Do you understand? For your own self and sexual gratification. Do you understand? And instead of repenting or even righting your wrongs, or even taking a different path, you double down. You double down and you wonder why you're experiencing so many things. You're wondering why you're going through so many issues within your, not just in your life, within your vessel. I can guarantee you these people have a list of sicknesses. Whether they choose to admit it or not, I am telling you, these people have a host of sicknesses. And then they see you. Because they know what you've been through, they know what they've added to what you've been through. But you've healed, collective. So shouldn't they say to themselves, that time I was attacking the collective, trying to destroy their life, trying to destroy every relationship there was, even trying to harm their children, turn their kids against them. If you put half of that into being a better version of yourself, healing your own traumas, going through the dark night of the soul, you won't be in this position. But you chose not to. So that's whose fault? Not the collective. Give me one more, please, Spirit. Everybody got that out. Oh, thank you. See, the trick is what it is. There's nothing more powerful than unconditional love. So they like to skew people's minds and think it's about, oh, being loyal to toxicity, or normalizing abuse, whether that's mental abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, whatever which way you wanna if it fits. You understand? Because not gonna be saying for every, for some of you it's been all of them. It is what it is. But yeah, they didn't want you to get into an important union. So therefore, if some of you, I don't know what other conversation you've had with your spirit team, that's nobody's business but yours. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. But you know what you've experienced. You know what these people have done at the end of the day. Now you know, or now it's been, I'm clarifying that it was deliberate. For some of you, even the people you ended up with, that was a tactic. If that makes any sense. That was designed to keep you trapped, or keep going through a certain cycle. Do you understand? Of just karmic problems. That was all done deliberately in the hopes that, number one, either you would give up or one of these people would take you out, basically. You probably pay people to do it too. I do know they actually paid people to walk away from you. That's definite. Imagine they're paying people with the same inheritance they stole from you. Isn't that funny? They pay these people the same shit they stole from you. So they're paying people with your belongings. And then the ones that got like imagine this, the ones that got a large some lump sum of money, they think we don't know. We know. That they was worried about either this person conscience getting them and they're letting it out. So they set other people up to, say for instance, they pay someone a big amount. Yeah, this is what they've done. And that person was so paranoid because they knew they could not validate where that substantial amount of money came from. Do you understand? So what they did was, the same way they set up their collective, they also set up for these flying monkeys. Oh yeah. They set them up with a handler. And the handler said, oh, I know. If you don't want to put it into your account just in case you get caught, or you can't explain where that money came from, you can put it in my bank account. And because you're dating that person, in some kind of relationship with that person, you believe them. And the minute you did that, whoo, poof, they was gone. And it's so funny because what can you do? You can't report it, you can't complain, because you know how you illegally and criminally obtained it. And they knew this too. So they basically paid you to mess up your life, give yourself bad karma, ruin your relationship for money that you wasn't able to spend anyway. Make it make sense. We know. Because 40 grand is a lot of money, you know. When you think in the grand, 40 grand is a lot of money. That could pay your tuition fees if you're in university. If you've got any debt, that can pay off all your debts. That can set you up for, not for life, that can set you up like in a business or even a home. And you didn't get a chance to spend any of it. You may have went out and had a few drinks and celebrated when you actually did the deed in the first place. You all gathered up. And then it was like a check-in. So like the leader was like, yeah, I just want to thank everybody for the part they played. The job well done. Now you can go and spend your money. Knowing full well they set that person up to be with you. Do you understand? Whatever they offered him is whatever they offered. We really don't care. But that's what happened. And you got to carry that. You got to carry that, knowing that you can't say shit. The only people you can speak to is the people you work with. And I'm seeing at this point, you probably distance yourself now. Because they don't want to make it seem obvious. But yeah, you people are very treacherous. You came for some with temperance energy. But you know that, didn't you? Because I don't think like these demons collective, they know. And it's funny, I'll give you an example, yeah. There's someone I grew up around, yeah, that has I've known him, but say once we were friends, but we was cordial. We went to the same school, hung out in the same cars at some point. And then at some point, they did me a wrong. And then he tried to apologize, like again, like years later. That's fine. It's not going to change the fact. I'm not interested. And imagine after all these decades, they then proceeded to tell me they knew exactly who I was. They know you're, and he goes, I know you're empathetic. I know you have a pure heart and pure intentions. Oh, so that was the agenda. So there was nothing genuine in the first place. You were just trying to be around me, yeah, to use my energy and siphon my energy for your own needs, and then discard me when you got what you wanted. So some of these people kind of like they kind of drop themselves in it. Funny enough. And from the, listen, once you cross that line, there's no coming back. Imagine this could be someone like you could always go back and forth with. You might not speak to, you might have a little falling out, not speak to them for a while. Then you let a bit of time pass. You might see each other again and let bygones be bygones. Hell no. Because it's a repeated cycle. Hell no. Because when you think about the amount of times they've done this and you think to yourself, now to ask them, what have I ever done to you? Other than put up boundaries and told you no. What can you honestly say that I've done to you? Nothing. Isn't that a bitch? Nothing. So in order for them to say that, mind you, they'll say that to you, but to anybody else, they got to make something come up. They got to validate the nasty action they took towards you. They got to validate that. So what other way to validate that but to make shit up and make it sound convincing? But this is why you are where you are, collective. Some of you've come a long way. Oh shit! Hold on. Again. Hold on. I need to plug my charger in. Hold on. Hold on to you. Yes, sir. And the mad thing is, collective. It's funny because I guarantee you, yeah, they do it to everybody. It doesn't matter if they're different people in different parts of wherever you live. The antics are always the same. Isn't that funny? The antics are always the same. And some of you may think to yourself, oh, better the devil you know than the devil you don't. Listen, I rather the devil I don't know. Because the ones you do know, they've never changed. Even as they've gotten older. I'll tell you anything that's changed is their tactics. But the agenda is still the same. Doesn't matter how they want to dress it up to come as different, or even some, I don't know who's teaching the people or telling people or what to say or how to say it. What makes it worse, yeah, is when you get a group of people that you wouldn't assume have any type of connection with each other. But yet they're collective. They've all said the same thing. That's not a coincidence. That's a sign. Do you understand? They've all said the same thing. And if you've got a pattern recognition, you're going to pick up on it like that. And that's when you know, oh, so in whatever ways they're all involved. They're not mad, but you would never put these people together. That's what that shit is. Because your energy is abundance. Again, when I said to you, these are the same people that would act as though they needed help, or, oh, do you know the only person that can help me with this? Known for what they're doing. Again, if you help someone that's going through some type of bad karma for actions they did, what's going to happen? You're going to take on their karma. And that's exactly what people have been doing. And then all of a sudden, considering they was supposed to be going through karma, well, the minute you've helped them, yeah, their life has skyrocketed. And then all of a sudden your life goes on the toilet. Make it make sense. So when you see that pattern a few times, you kind of like, something ain't right. So you start to pay more attention to certain things. That's all I will say. And people, places, and things. Just like when you're out and about, or you may have like a specific place that you go to, these people are popping up. Literally at the right time. Funny that, isn't it? So how else would they know unless they're tracking your devices? Okay. They know. They don't want you to have any kind of happiness because they ain't happy. Make it make sense. But that's their choice, not yours. Yeah, these are the kind of people that want to benefit from your hard work. Not happening. They want to benefit from your hard work. But some of you, these people have been the ones stealing your ideas. And all of a sudden they get the setup to fulfill these ideas that they never created themselves. The same people you might have called friends, bestie, the fabricated love of your life, relatives, parental figures, siblings, even neighbors, even people you work around. Say, for instance, I don't know, somebody might have asked you or overheard a conversation or listened to you or asked you a specific thing and just been like, oh, what are you up to nowadays? I'm just interested in what you're up to. And you're thinking that's innocent. No. They just want to find out what you're doing, what you're working on, so that they can go behind the scenes and destroy it. If they can't take it for themselves to profit from it, they're going to destroy it. That's exactly what they've been doing. They don't want you to complete nothing because in the upper you did. So by you going through this transformation, by you ascending, by you not resorting back to old ways because you caught the pattern of things, they descend. And that's quite sad when you think about it in the grand scheme of things. They're not all old as shit. Do you understand me? They're not all prehistoric dinosaurs. But the ones at the forefront, yeah, they are. And then it kind of like filters down whether or not it be like other relatives or relatives on their side, people in your community, people that you was friendly with. Yeah, they all became a handler in some way, shape, or form. So it's for exposing thieving family members and people in the community of who's who. What else did we get next to you on spirit? Please and thank you. Yeah, I told you. Ain't nothing going on but the truth. Whether you like it or not. It doesn't change the fact. They can dress it up however they like. Do you understand me? They can get all these people to flip a narrative. It doesn't change the facts. It doesn't change reality. They can put out as many reasons as they like. It doesn't change the facts. And the fact is, you woke. So many people wish you would just go back to sleep. So many people want to put you back to sleep eternally. So in other words, like not breathing air, I wanna say. Yeah, not breathing air. Hi. Yeah. Cause I know whatever you touch turns to gold. You know that you find solutions. Yeah, so if the sons and the reapers, that tells me they wanted things to be kept hidden. They never wanted anybody to become aware or anybody to be enlightened on what they was doing, what they've done to others, and probably what they've done to people that trusted these people. Do you understand? That assisted these people. And I can guarantee you, whoever assisted these people and they're getting any kind of backfire or karma that they projected into their life, these people are nowhere to be seen. Either that or they got some elaborate excuse as to why they can't assist them. But I'll give you somebody's number that they might be able to help you with it. That's all. That's just to get you off the line or to get rid of you for the time being. Try calling them back. Guarantee that shit ain't going through. Your number has not been recognized, or just go straight to answer machine. That's the kind of people you're dealing with. It's like the master of excuses. Again, I pieced out again the other day. Look at that. The king and the page of cups. Confirmation again. This could be either like a group of a certain individuals that may work side by side with other demonic individuals, but I'm not gonna lie to you, it is mostly men. Men that have a, for whatever reason, have a big dislike and they have a secret, deep rooted hatred towards divine feminines. That's the truth of the matter. Whether this is a father and a son, could the page is someone younger or just immature. That could be of any age, but I know that's one of someone's older and someone's slightly younger. So it could be like a father and son or a granddad and grandson. This could be an uncle and nephew, or even brothers. Could be an older brother and a younger brother. So if they're in the reverse, I told you, they may portray themselves as like this loving figure of the community, may even got some type of title or status, and they're being exposed as anything but that. And it could be people in your own family members. It could be people in your own relatives, collective. Whether it's your actual relatives or relatives to someone that you may have had children with. I'm getting that as well. Or it could be like I don't know, just an example, the father of your child and their father. Do you understand? So someone that was assisting them, maybe giving them advice, do you know what I mean? Maybe even financially assisting them, but they're both in the reverse. Both of them is in the reverse. What does that tell you? They ain't happy. They ain't getting no happy news because cups is like good news, isn't it? Good news, love, commitment, um, new relationships, new beginnings, happiness and achievements. For some of you, they might have did this for like another opportunity at a union, maybe, or a second chance at a union. It's not gonna happen. Yes, there's no good news. It also means something, but it also signifies good news about something. And this individual, boy, this could be someone that portrays herself as some type of professional, but really that is a professional thief. Definitely professional thief. Maybe someone with a business. And this is not a real one. Oh, so they might be using some type of uh whatever the title is of the business, whether that be physical or online. But that's a front for what they're really doing. That make any sense? I don't know what you would call that. You know what I mean, innit? And they're in the reverse, so if that's what they do, if they target individuals just to steal their spiritual wealth as well as physical wealth in the sense of your sacred energy. Again, I'm getting like love bombing. These are people I like to rush. Oh, I love you after a week. I want to marry you after 2 days. I want to move in with you after 4 days. You're going to be the mother or the father of my kids after 24 hours. Come on now. Yeah. Bullshit. But they ain't getting it because this is you already. It's yours. They cannot take what's yours. So they wanted to steal, like, say, for instance, you're destined for like greatness, you're destined for a beautiful life. These are the people that like to dig into other people's energy or other people's future to pick and choose, like they're going to Asda's. And they're doing like a little list, like, oh, I want this, I want this. So they list on what they want, and then they go out. Well, whoever's doing the scouting, they go out and find the individuals that they can acquire these things from. With them doing um, the least work as possible. And this kind of strikes me as people that are very lustful. So that tells me if that's the case, this would be people that hate wearing protection when we make up any excuse not to wear protection. Do you understand? Maybe even get angry about that shit just so that they can do sex magic on you. You think I don't know? But really, they have a disdain for feminists. Make it make sense. Some of these people are dear. I'm gonna just say it like it is. Whether that's your sibling, your parent figure, your uncle, your cousin, your ex. Get me started. Look, 448. 8 is a number of infinity. So we've got the 4 of cups and the 4 of wands. They hate the fact that you're stable. They wanted you to feel like, that's mad though. They wanted you to feel like bored and discontent without these people in your life abusing you, using you, and turning your world upside down and destroying your nervous system. Make it make sense. So clearly these people thrive in this kind of environment. It's like they're comfortable being this low down and dirty. Good for them. But you got no right and no authority to try and perpetrate that on others. It's not gonna fly, collective. I'm so sorry. And look at that. We got 4-4 in the chat, and we got 4-4. Yeah. These people only want to get close to you again to betray you again. So I was hoping you was going to be anxious or having sleepless nights. So that tells me either they're trying to attack you more at night, maybe send more spiritual attacks or pay for more magic to be done. For some of you, even the place where you reside, you got people in the neighborhood targeting you. But some of you in the same building as you reside. It's because they don't want you to get this positive outcome. My door's locked anyway, so they'd be stupid. Or it's either that or they kind of wanted you upset or in some type of anxiety and distress with what they did to you. So you know when you know certain things is due to you. Say for instance, I'll just give you an example here. You have a parent that has life insurance, obviously, so the funeral was paid for, and he was all left in their policy. Everybody else gets their share of the policy apart from you. Make it make sense. Everybody else gets their portion of the policy apart from you. So what's going on? So we know about the stolen mail. You understand? Whether you redirected it, stole it, or pay someone to come in and take the mail. So whoever was that parent's carer, which you know who that is, the responsibility lies with you. Doesn't it? And you know it too. So you wanted to stagnate someone else's life because you wanted to take what belonged to someone else to have more, thinking that was going to deem you better than your targeted individual or the person you was targeting. Make it make sense. How does it make you better? It just shows that money's your God. Now, I understand if it was rightfully yours, but when it's not yours, no, boo boo. Because just like you got a family, so is the collective. And the fact that the way you've done that, in the sense of you want everybody else's family to suffer, but yours must thrive. Make it make sense. And you wonder why shit's going left in your life. You wonder why you have these illnesses. You wonder why you're feeling the way you're feeling. You're being tormented in your sleep. You wonder why you're having paranormal activity in your home. Hear the sirens? So you're nervous. You might be overindulging because you're nervous. You're trying to project that onto the collective. Because for some of you, you've had to, wherever it is, it could be eating, it could be shopping, gambling, going casino, it could be porn, it could be gluttony, it could be drugs, it could be smoking, it could be alcohol, whatever it is that you may have done in excess. That was also a tactic. For some of you, it was a generational curse you had to break. You get that? Do you understand me? So the relatives before that maybe left it too late or wasn't able to kick these issues, so it falls on you. Cool. But once you do the work and you successfully heal from that shit, and you did it alone too, how come the same ones that want to be berating you are the same ones hiding the same addiction that they shamed you for? Just asking. I know it's getting worse. Whether you're having, is it chest pains, palpitations, is illness after illness, chest infection, what's the other one? Pneumonia, angina, fits, seizures, the whole 9 yards. Is that no surprise? You see, when you defend yourself different from maybe how you did in the past, that speaks volumes. So all the poking and prodding and trying to provoke relentlessly, yeah. You just kind of made yourself look stupid because then you became obsessed. Obsessed with their collective. That's why you want us to be anxiety. No, we're not in anxiety. Maybe in the past, like I know I get like with anxiety, I know there's medication you can take for it, or it'll not be like a, I don't know what you call it for anxiety medication, but like a sedative, where they're not used on like antidepressants, whatever the case may be. The fact you can become abstinent, let me just say that, speaks volumes. But yet they're the same people who are your adversaries are struggling. But I thought you had your little crew and your flying monkeys. It should be easy, innit? So you're stuck in this. Well, this is how you wanted the collective. You wanted the collective stuck in some type of suspense of anxiety, sleepless nights, stress. Because what does that do? It lowers your frequency. And if anything, that'll make you end up on medication. Things like insomnia. What's the other one? When you have like no appetite, like low mood, all those kind of things. And if you've attacked people to make them feel like this, I promise you, you're gonna get that back 100-fold, not 10-fold, 100-fold. So whatever reaction or negative confrontation you're trying to tempt us in or trying to trigger us into, yeah, that ain't gonna work. I don't know if the devil comes out again anyway. So I want to know, Spirit, what did so you wanted the collective kept in the dark about some type of, whether it was a gift that was going to bring them some type of happiness, or you tried to hide this. You tried to hide it. But whatever it was you were trying to hide, just from the fact of how you was moving, you figured it out. You could say like the divine gave us the heads up. Some of you it was shown to you. Or certain things were shown to you. Let me just say that. Certain things were shown to you. That may have been a shock. It was literally just to prepare you for when the clarity comes. Do you understand? Told you. Told it was gonna come up. Told you. So either they were trying to hide you from your own success, or they were trying to steal it with these rituals. Do you understand? Or take credit for it in some way, shape, or form. And they can't take zero for that. So because you allowed yourself to be tempted, and you was easily tempted, and getting some of you, maybe you was propositioned or given an offer that you couldn't refuse. And then there's some of you didn't even wait to get any offer. You went and called upon. You summoned it. You made the deal. Do you understand me? All right then. So you're even trying to hide the moon cycle? Ain't working, boo-boo. Let's just say you may be disappointed the fact of we stayed in our shit, we stood the test of time. I would definitely say, of course, the collector's going to be disappointed because the lengths you went to, there's nothing you can say to explain that shit away. And the fact that it's misdirected, that's the crazy part. So whatever entities you conjured up that was playing with your mind, making you believe you was validating your actions, no, boo-boo. So I promise you, the same entities now, or yamming you from the inside out. Where's the lid for that then? What's going on? Am I missing a lid? That's weird. It's got to be here somewhere anyway, so I'm not going to worry about that. Spirit, am I accurate on everything I've just said so far? Yes or no? Is what I just said accurate, Spirit? Yes or no? The information I've just spoke on, is it accurate, Spirit? Yes or no? Ooh, yeah. Absolutely. Is there parental figures involved? But yes or no? Are these parental figures involved? Or the collective's parental figures, the instigators of this spirit? Yes or no? Yeah, you are. Show that swinging. Were they ever going to be successful in sacrificing the collective? Were they ever going to be successful in sacrificing their divine collective spirit? Yes or no? Were these karmic toxic family members ever going to be successful in sacrificing the divine collective? Yes or no? So that's going in a circle? No. Okay. Spirit, have these family members been withholding important documents from the divine collective? Are the family responsible for withholding important court documents from the divine collective, Spirit? Yes or no? Oh, yeah. Do you not want to know? Spirit, have they fraudulently, illegally put a life insurance policy on the collector's name without their consent? Have these family members put a life insurance policy on the collector's name without their consent? Yes or no? Yes, you have. Spirit, are there any exes that have done this also? Are there any exes that have put a life insurance policy on the collector's name? Yes or no? Do any of these ex partners have an insurance policy in the collector's name, Spirit? Yes or no? Wow. Listen, you're going to jail. We're pressing charges. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. Did the family members pay the people in the community to keep quiet about this inheritance theft? Did these family members pay people in the community to keep quiet about the inheritance theft, Spirit? Yes or no? Yes, you did. Spirit, let me ask this. Does the collective know these people? Yes or no? Do the collective know these people in the community that's involved? Yes or no? Yeah. Collective, there's your answer. There's your answer. If that ain't confirmation, I can't help you. Hold on. Oh, it's not. Oh, there it is. I was looking for this for my fan. Why is there one lid missing? I'm confused. That doesn't scare me. Do you know what my nan would say? Don't know wolf for fried chicken. Not me. Spirit, can my divine collective know what crimes these people are responsible for? Please and thank you. Exactly what crimes are these Thieving family members responsible for? Yes or no? What crimes are these individuals responsible for? Please and thank you. Oh, we're able to get okay. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll do that. I never thought about this one actually, but I don't mind. I don't mind. Put that down. Somebody's really heated, ain't they? There's someone feeling a bit hot around the collar. Let me see someone like, I don't know, someone's like got on a top that's like close up on their neck, or it's a shirt. I'm literally seeing like someone sweating it. Do you know you do that to like loosen something around your neck? Yeah, someone's hot under the collar. Very hot under the collar. It's okay, let it out. All right, let's do this. Yeah. So I'm sensing you've done something on social media, whether that you've made fake accounts of the collective, trying to either malign their character or make it look as though they're a certain way. And that can mean anything. Dating apps and all. So we'll see if it comes out again, collective. Some of that knock this out. Yeah. Someone is mad that you're spilling the family secrets. Told you. Either they've been stealing from you since you've been a child, or they've been trying to harm you since you was a child. Some of you, while she was in your parents' your mother's womb. Damn. Yeah, this is an older couple. Would that be? This was in reverse. Another couple that didn't want you alive. Sorry for laughing. Oh shit. Oh, do you know what I'm getting, collected? Because that was in reverse, yeah. So maybe these people used, of course, it's a lie in it. It's like they demonized your gifts since you was a child to validate them trying to unalive you. You hear that? And that's the big secret. They don't want people to be aware of. They've been doing this since you was a very small child. They've been doing this. I'll confirm that shit in a minute. I kid you not. So they were they were trying to demonize. So of course, this is older people, whether it be your actual parents or maybe people in your that are relatives towards you. But this is older people. Oh shit. And look at that. If you could see the floor, collective, runaways in the reverse. So that tells me they can't run away from this. This is something they can't run away from. let me just ask. Do you know what, if you can see that? I don't know if you can see that. I'll see if it comes back out. This card fell on the couple card. So it could be a Caucasian couple. We'll see. I'll see if it comes back out. I kind of thought it slipped from between my fingers, but it's the way it flew over there. It didn't just go in, it flew in the Pacific part. And I don't see that little dirty fly no more. That he's hiding. So I'm gonna get some incense, and then I'm gonna cross them. Spirit. What is the description of this couple? Please and thank you. Give me the description of this couple, please and thank you. Don't play with me. Some of that may wear braids. Sorry. Damn. So one person could be Hispanic or Latino. Or this could be multiple couples. Do you understand me? And someone that may have used to braid their hair, maybe they don't do it no more. Maybe someone tried to change their appearance. Wow. I'm not sure if that's how they used to wear their braid, or it just means it's signifying like just a braid in general. Yeah, trouble's in the reverse. So I'm getting one of two things. Maybe someone tried to hide like a chameleon or travel towards you, or they try to travel towards you secretly, but travels in a reverse. So that tells me they can't travel towards you. So someone was probably trying to come like in some type of hidden disguise and travel towards you. Maybe they did magic towards you or some type of ritualistic work to get you to go towards them. Let me tell you something. You don't have any power to force anybody's will. Not at all. Do you understand? None. And our nana used to say to me, "Who don't hear will feel." Yeah, you people are feeling all right. Yeah. Someone's life is a complete mess. See it there? Imprisonment in the upright. Maybe that's what they're trying to hide, the fact that they know they're going to jail. Told you, same thing I said. I'm either getting these people either wanted you to feel deserted or was trying to use some type of negative magic so that you don't desert them. So I'm sensing to stop themselves from going to jail. These are people that are in their ego. They're very egotistical, which is very narcissistic. They act out of their ego. Even when they're in the wrong, they act out of their ego. Unacceptable. Yeah, they can be in as much forget as they like. It makes no difference to us. You made your bed, you can lay on it. Ooh. Spirit. Do you know there's 2 cards went there and 1 card went, no, I think there's 3 cards went there. They kind of just went like that. So that's like saying, I don't know, I'm seeing this. We took one path and they took another. Nobody held a gun to your head. I got strangulation in the reverse, and it fell on these two old couple. So, if anybody may have any memories of someone trying to take your breath, in other words, someone tried to literally put their hands around you and strangle you, or someone attempted to do that and it's in the reverse, so it either wasn't successful, or I didn't remember this, they didn't get a good enough grip, or you was able to get away. And this is clearly, oh shoot. This is madness. Collective. I just got a cold chill just then. So somebody wants, there's a serial killer, yeah, these people are serial killers. There's a serial killer that wants revenge on the divine collective so that they can heal. So clearly they must have a disease. Or they know that the divine collective, some of you are healers. That is your energy. You have healing energy. They just don't want you to know that, but I'm telling you, this is someone that may have been a spouse or a partner to you. Was. However long ago. Yeah, people in the neighborhood. Ooh. Maybe they did some type of ritual in the mountain, social media in the reverse. So maybe they tried to exploit you or destroy you over social media. And all they did is expose themselves. Notice how the fires are with the man-made disasters. They basically try to set fire to your life. Maybe even set fire to you. Maybe, I don't know, if some of you was planning a holiday, or if you did have a holiday, whether that be you was in a plane or in a vehicle, because that's still like a man-made disaster, in it. Or even a home in a neighborhood. Or this could be their karma, or this could be what they wanted to do to you. But using people in your neighborhood. Maybe they're just paying these people to do their dirty work so that they could look innocent and squeaky clean. But they are the catalyst to this. Make it make sense. Wow. Maybe some of you may want to move to somewhere in those mountains. Maybe these people wanted to hide out in the mountains, possibly. But it's only upright, so that's you collective. Or it could be what they had intended. Maybe to take you somewhere, or pretend to meet you somewhere with somebody from your neighborhood. So someone that they may believe that you may have had some type of rapport with, or may have trusted to a certain degree, because they know for what you're not going to trust them an ounce. You're going to trust some of these people at the bars, bro. Do you understand? So I think the next best thing would be to use who they may deem as the closest person to you. For some of you, it's nobody. For everybody, it's different. For some of you, it's nobody. Literally nobody. Or maybe you made some plans. You said you might want to visit some type of mountain, or go on, I don't know, for some type of like mountain retreat or mountain cabin. Or maybe someone's gonna proposition you with that and say, "Oh yeah, I got this little holiday. Do you wanna come?" Da 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 da. Whether it's all paid for, whether you've got to put in your own little bit. You pay for this part, and I cover the accommodation. setup. Yeah, this is an inside job. So be careful, people trying to offer you to go places. Told you. Yeah, homicides in the reverse. Look, if I can show you a collective, look, the homicide card, yeah, fell on next to the strangulation card. I kid you not. So homicides in the reverse with strangulation in the reverse. So whatever assassination attempt they plotted for you or paid for, whatever the case may be, yeah, that was never gonna work. Either this was the plan, keep you hidden, fake your death. Maybe they have done this. Maybe they've already faked your death collective and gotten some type of life insurance policy. And they're being caught, and they did this for greed. Literally. Spirit, did they fake the death of the collective? Because remember, really confirmed that they got life insurance policies on the collective. So I want to know is if they've already faked the death to get this money, yeah, and using like false documents. Spirit. Yeah, it's it. Whatever explanation would be. Did they fake the death of the collective? Spirit, yes or no? Did these family members fake the death of the collective for this insurance claim? Yes or no? Or a insurance claim? Because these people have done this multiple times. So maybe, I don't know, they sacrificed someone else in the family and stole what was left for you in some insurance policy. That money's spent now because they spent most of it on spa work and they squandered it. So now they come up with some big ass plan and plot to put a life insurance policy on you and then fake your death. But at the same time, trying to take you out. Spirit. Are these people going to jail for the crimes they committed? Are these individuals going to jail for the crimes they committed against the divine collective spirit? Yes or no? And that's why you're scared. So I'm sensing it's not just one incident. So if they're going to pick up the MO, see the connection between other untimely deaths, even go back far back as to look at other life insurance policies, the original copies, yeah, not the doctored up ones, the original copies. I guarantee you, the common denominator will be you people's names as beneficiary. Some of you probably even took people's names off and swapped out names and so forth and so forth. I don't know why Lampard was on the bottom. I'm not sure if that's what the plan was, to discard some type of evidence in like a landfill site. Maybe you try to legal proceedings is in a reverse. So you've done all this, whether it be, yeah. Why do you want to clean up now? That's what I want to know. Legal proceedings is in a reverse. So that tells me, did you try and bring some type of legal proceedings, or has there been some type of ongoing legal proceedings about all of this shit that you people have been trying your hardest to clean up? And look at this, over a grandparent. Over a grandparent. Told you. Some of your families are actually cults. Yeah. And this is all they do is lie. Be it that guy to be raising the Bible saying, yeah, I swear to God. Liar. That's blasphemy. Look at that 5-5. See it there? Confirmation. Or was someone, was someone planning to take you to some kind of wooded area, or someone trying to hide out in some type of wooded area? Or get you to come to some type of wooded area? This could be someone that was either a caregiver to these grandparents, or someone's made fraudulent allegations and said they was your caregiver. Yeah, someone's committing fraud. Maybe you're committing fraud saying that you're the collective's caregiver. You're possibly hiding some type of evidence in a wooded area. Or maybe that's some type of secret meetup that you people go to. Look at that, organized crime. So that tells me this is what you people do. Tell me more about this fraud spirit in this wooded area. What about this fraud in this wooded area? Fraud and wooded area. Some of you had some type of intuition about either your family or a family that you had with another individual. Definitely. So maybe some of you may have been sent to some type of weird vibes, finding that information that you was not informed about, but yet there were other people in your family were. And you didn't really bat an eyelid, but even still, yeah, red flag. Red flag. These are people that wanted to tear you apart. They tried to dismember every part of your life, probably even you too. Landfill. In the reverse. So it's like these people's either life or basically your family are nothing but trash. And this is where they belong. On a landfill site. Basically they're garbage. Garbage. Yeah, these people are trapped. They're trapped watching you. That's what you're getting. They're trapped watching you. Who else is involved in this scenario, Split? Please and thank you. Who else is involved in this plot against the collective? Who else is involved in this plot against the collective? Okay. So it went to flip, but then it stayed. Yeah. somebody may have freckles, or they may like what's the word? You can get makeup to make it look like you got freckles, but it's just makeup. Someone may have that as an appearance, but now they don't. This is someone young. Told you of all ages, but the main ones is the ones that are mature. So maybe this could be someone that's older, but doesn't act it. So basically, maturity doesn't come with age. So there's someone that doesn't act their age, basically. So I kind of sense like childish, like a petulant child. Yeah, these are people that believe they were powerful. Powerful in the essages. Or powerful in numbers. So if you know anybody with this kind of type of hairstyle, so yeah, definitely family. It could be family and like their partners. Some of you may come from a blended family. But we got someone that's European with facial hair again, facial hair again. So these may be like people with like beards, mustache, well grown, I'm getting. Males and females. Round face, short hair. Someone younger than the collective too. But really had young already. So this can even be like their own. Wow. If these people involve their own children, or they taught their own children certain esoteric knowledge, or taught them how to do certain spell work or rituals. Wow. All because the collective just wants to live. That's really, really sad. So you've done all this to prove some type of narrative that doesn't exist. But then at the same time, you've been enacting some high levels of reactive abuse in order to get the collective to respond negatively and lash out. These times, you people are there filming it with like a production team ready. You're like, yeah, see, look, I told you, we got the evidence. This is what they're like. Da, 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 da. How sad. How sad. And I can guarantee you most of you using the chat already. That's kind of like what you do. It's like you're so much on edge. You just have to see what's going to come out of our mouth. These could be people that you could have shared a home with at some point. Or maybe you come from the same home as these people. People you could have dated, or people that was paid to date you. Yeah. Yeah, I bet you're regretting that shit now, and it was the money worth it? I don't think so. Yeah. What you just wanted you as a power supply. So it's like when they abuse people, it makes them feel powerful. That's quite sick. These are people that could have that was a plan possibly, to drug or poison you. Hoping that this would either, what's the word, where you can't defend yourself, or to deem you, that's what I mean, what's the word where say for instance someone spikes you with something and you're not able to do anything. Maybe some of you have experienced this where someone's poisoned or drugged you. You may have ended up in the hospital, or you may have ended up like paralyzed or just unconscious, so that they could abuse you basically. But that was the overall aim. Maybe they wanted to dismember you, use your organs, drink your blood, that type of madness. Yeah, these people are perverse, yes. These people want to fulfill their perversions. This is wild. Yeah, it's the same. I do know. Before as I said it, I bet you're getting that now, innit? Yeah, of course. Too late. You're going to jail. Whether it's jail or how, we don't care. Maybe this is one of the major instigators. Could be, when I said this could be whether it's a parental figure, a sibling, a cousin, an aunt or uncle, even a grandparent, an ex-best friend, an ex-partner, someone you worked with, someone you grew up with in the community. But some of you could even be a stranger that may have saw you online and just took a disliking to you, felt intimidated by your energy. This is an inside job. So these are maybe people that on the outside don't seem as though there's any connection. But behind closed doors, yeah, they know each other. They're well versed on each other. Oh, I just heard some of them intimately. So when hold a minute. So whether it be incest or these are the people that just sleep together. For whatever reasons, it is what it is. I might just lay it out. And this is something that they wanted kept within their little organization. Wow. I mean, really, what can you say? What would you say? Not a lot. Do you know what? I was looking for this lid. Thank the Lord. I knew I couldn't have lost it because I'm not that clumsy. I'm very OCD-ish. Does anyone else do that? Where if you're going somewhere, it's like you'll check things like 3 times. I don't know why I do that. I check things 3 times. I think things are turned off. It's just weird things like that. Things have to be like lined up a certain way or positioned a certain way. I don't know what you call that. And it's like if you what I've noticed I don't know if some of you are like this, where you can't really be around certain places because how your mind is wired. You kind of like things in like a certain order. So if you see things in like disarray, it kind of irritates you. Not in a bad way, but in a good way. In a way, in the sense of you want to straighten it up or adjust it. You know, things like that. Or if you go somewhere and there's like I don't know, a collage or pictures on the wall, for instance, and they're all a bit crooked. You couldn't sit there and keep seeing that and not try to straighten them out. I don't know what you call that. I know some of you are like that. What I'm saying is with divine color. I didn't even get a chance to get it out. Okay. Yeah, they're mad. They are mad. Yeah. So these people didn't want you to see your worth. But they saw your worth and they wanted to exploit it and use it and take it for their own agenda, basically. Okay. Yeah, the ancestors, yeah, they're pissed. Either they're pissed or someone's in my chat trying to evil eye me. Good juju. Got him. He told you. I'm gonna frazzle his ass in a minute. Watch. Got him. I know they couldn't resist it. They have to go and fly. I don't know what it is with nets and flies. They have to fly on it. They do it all the time. I just leave them. I don't bother to chase around. I let them fly on the net, and then I get my little squatter thing. Let me show you my little squatter thing. It's only because the wire is not long enough, yeah? See that? These are bad. I'm telling you, but the only thing is, yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know what kind of voltage this is, but it makes them crispy. But it's the smell. Actually, can you see? I don't know if you can hear. I'm going to frazzle them. I need to get him down because I might forget. Where is he? I can't see him. Where's he gone? Oh, there he is. Ready? Oh, shit. I ain't breaking that. No, I don't need to get out. I get him? Okay. Oh, wait. You knew that was coming. He flew into the corner of the door. You knew it was coming. He flew into the corner of the door. He knew that was coming. He's in the corner of the thing, and I can't. Yeah, I'd have to open it. I ain't got time for that. Yeah. What is itching? 21/7, 3, 14, 16, 17, 21, 28. So we've got grounding, good juju, worthiness, joy, brazen, scarcity, and soul forgiveness. Maybe some of you should do that. Forgive yourself. Sorche. This is Sorche, grounding. Sorry. Sorche, if I'm pronouncing it right. Hopefully. The temple ancestors element of bush. And your guidance is protect your magic. Your heart is your own. Your body is your own. Your mind is your own. Your truth and story are your own. Be rooted in your truth. Create healthy boundaries. Confirmation collective. Your declaration is, I am firmly planted and deeply rooted. So maybe these people are trying to uproot your life, discover your life, in order to get you in a certain energy to either swap out or take you out. I don't know why I heard that. Swap out or take you out. Or take you out or swap out. Which way you want to articulate it. And number 7 is good juju. Marie Laveau. Some of you do have that. Some of you, this is your ancestor. Literally. Your bloodline ancestor. I don't mean like your self-entitled ancestor. Like, this is your roots. Do you understand? Okay, Marie Laveau. Goddess of good juju. Elements of fire. Your guidance is, great luck is yours now. You have been granted the greatest inheritance. Embrace your divine abundance. You have good juju. Oh, your goddess declaration is, All I do is win, 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 no matter what. That's what it does say. It doesn't honestly say that. It says, all I do is win. I just added a little win-win on the end too. But it does say, all I do is win. So, a tate, is that how you spell it? A tarte, I think. 14. The goddess of worthiness, temple. This one's a warrior. Your guidance is stop hiding, shrinking, and playing small. Stand tall like the majestic sycamore tree you are. Mighty life does not need to be perfect for you to embrace your own perfection. And your declaration is I matter. Of course you matter, collective. I'm telling you, you matter. You matter, you're needed, you're worthy, and you're loved. Period. This one is joy. Asaya, Asisia. Asisia. Just want to get with 777. Asisia. Goddess of joy, temple, another warrior card. Ooh, see, your ancestors are not playing. Your happiness matters. Joy is sacred. Your laughter waters the earth. Your declaration is, I feel like me when I am happy. Oh, that's cute. I feel like me when I am happy. But happiness is a choice, collective. Regardless of your situation, happiness is a choice. And we choose happiness. Satira, brazen. Brazen raisins. Another temple of warriors. Your guidance is step up, go for it. Partner with the divine to make brazen choices, and everything meant to diminish you will elevate you. All who mean you harm fall away. Your hurdles are illusions because you are plugged into the source. I'm going to claim that one, not going to lie. I like that one. Your goddess declaration is, I am bold, brave, shameless, and brazen. I am bold, brave, shameless, and brazen. Bold, brave, shameless, and brazen. Bold as in I don't give a damn, not bold as in like no hair. Who? Sukuyot? Sukuyot? I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure. Temple of Shadows. Sukuyont's shadow guidance. You have so much more than you realize. You have access to unlimited joy, love, good times, pleasures, and prosperity. Be grateful for your riches. And your declaration is, my blessings always overflow. My blessings always overflow. Don't you know? My blessings always overflow. Don't you know? Isn't he joking? So you just got to laugh, collective, no matter what you're experiencing. You just got to just turn it into some kind of humor, make a joke out of it, and just laugh. You know what I mean? Your ancestor says you ain't shedding no more tears. Mubukumu? I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not quite sure. If it's not, I apologize. This is the temple of lovers. Your soul's forgiveness. Who do you need to forgive? Let it go and reclaim yourself. Forgiveness is a gift of freedom for you, from you. That's true. Your goddess declaration is, I forgive and feel I forgive and feel, I forgive and free myself. I forgive and free others. I forgive and free myself. I forgive and free others. Yeah, I like that one. So what do you think? Take what you need and leave the rest for everybody else. Some of you are literally experiencing miracles, literally. What is the time? Oh, it's only 2 o'clock already. Right, so I've done more than a 3 hour. I think I did about a 8 hour fast, I think. Yeah. Now I can go and eat something. Because we're hungry. But yeah, guys, yes. Um, that's kind of it, really, because this is like they want to push like their heaviness onto others. This is why it's good sometimes to just be by yourself, be in your own energy. I think the more you be in your own energy and just embrace it, you kind of like your energy more than being around certain other energies. And you can also differentiate where certain projections are coming from and whether or not it's your energy or not. Does that make any sense? I think some of you, like, you feel too much. And maybe question yourself, like, is that me feeling that, or is that I'm picking up what someone else is feeling? So it's good to sit by yourself, to not just balance your own energy, work out your own energy. Do you understand? So when you go on other people, you could tell if you're picking up someone else's feelings or if that's how you're feeling. Do you know what I mean? Because you can go to certain places that can cause you to feel a certain way, but it may not be because of you. That makes any sense. It could just be the frequency in that particular space, you know? So yeah, thank you for listening. And I will be back tomorrow with another one. Yeah, sorry, I'll be back again. So, I hope everybody enjoys their Saturday Sabbath, isn't it? Saturday Sabbath today. For those who practice it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not going to judge you if you don't. That's on you. Right, where's the... Oh, there it is. Let's get that in there. Do. Do you know how crummy these people are? Yeah, order some stuff here. And it come into the, is it the UK sorting office, like when it comes off the plane, whatever the case may be. So these readers that have compromised my device only sent back the order. How pathetic is that? Did it make you feel big to send back someone's order through their own device? Or is that a tactic for me to, like, lose my rag? They'd be like, oh my God, they read my file, you gotta do something. Same shit, different flavors, you people. Or you was hoping that was gonna make us freak out? No. You're just exposing the low down lengths you would go to just trying to antagonize someone else just minding their own business, whilst you people choose not to mind the business that pays you. Oh, I forgot, it is the collective business that pays you, isn't it? Because you're out trying to steal our shit and impersonate us and steal our identity. and commit crimes using our information in the hopes of setting us up for crimes you committed, so that you don't have to face judgment for the crimes you did. And they're the family members that you brought to an early demise. Isn't that right, karmics? Well, I'm going to sit down and go and thank you. And find something to eat. What's that? People are ignorant towards it. They are ignorant towards innocent people. Thank you, those people always coming to light. So yeah, let's get a copy for myself. And they think that by them, why did I have to come in now? Move. Oh, for frick's sake. Sorry about that. And they think that by them, removing things out of the phone. So say, for instance, you've been gathering intel for your own records. You go back in your device and then lo and behold, it's disappeared. A lot of things like that. Deleting messages, deleting contacts. It's like they're trying to mess with you psychologically and it's not working. Because we don't care. So it is what it is. Oh, a 6p. So yeah, thank you for staying and adding to the comment section. Thank you. And I hope everybody has just a nice weekend. I mean, I'm glad it's not as hot, but yeah, I hope everybody has a nice weekend. Like, share, subscribe, join the team. And yeah, I shall look forward to seeing you guys maybe tomorrow. Or if not tomorrow, it's definitely Monday. Definitely Monday. So yeah. Peace out, guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What film was I watching again? Yeah. Oh, it was V Nation, innit?